afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motor home value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2004 Winnebago Journey. This is a model number 36G. It's got the optional full body paint. Folks, this is a beautiful coach right here. It's priced for a bargain at only $59,900. Only has 58,000 miles and only has 280 hours on the diesel generator. Folks, I'm going to show you the original window sticker that shows this thing was originally purchased new for $173,000 as equipped. What a chance to save over almost $115,000 and not pay any extra fees either. And buy one, folks, that if you take care of this motor home, it'll be on the road decades from now. First of all, this is a beautiful full body paint. So these are actually stripes. You don't have to worry about them peeling. These are painted on and cleared over, so it's just like the rest of the body. This is a nice rig, folks. Full heated basement storage. It's got the optional alloy wheels instead of the wheel covers like you see on this one. That's the real wheels right there. Built on a Freightliner chassis. It's got the 330 horsepower Caterpillar turbo diesel, 860 pound-feet of torque, which is, this thing will go down the road as fast as you want to take a vehicle this size. 10,000 pound hitch on the back, 7,500 Onan diesel generator, like I said earlier, 280 hours. And just like the diesel motor, that diesel generator, you virtually cannot wear them out. Trust me, folks, I've seen diesel motor homes with over 500,000 miles on them that crank up and run just as good as this one does with 58,000 miles. That's the benefit of a diesel over gas. That's why you pay more up front for a diesel. It's because you're buying a motor home, a chassis and a motor and transmission that'll outlast 3 gas burners or more. Plus, this is a Winnebago product, folks. I own one myself. This is a beautiful, it's got 2 slide outs, both with awning toppers. Got the side radiator, so you don't have to worry about slinging stuff all over your tow vehicles. Folks, Winnebago is kind of in a class of their own. They're the only brand that builds 80% of their own parts in-house. So if you ever need, like say, a compartment door or a window for a Winnebago, they have parts going all the way back to 1968. Now, other brands, they buy all aftermarket parts. They assemble them at the plant. When it gets several years old, a lot of those part companies, they buy the parts from are either out of business or the part that they put on that particular motor home is obsolete now. Another nice thing about Winnebago is they have a standard low maintenance fiberglass roof. You got the air horns on the top. Tires look great. Got Michelin tires. Slide outs are all out like they're supposed to be. I'll show you the one flaw that I see that we're not going to fix. And that's it's got a small crack right here in the passenger side windshield. It's maybe 8-9 inches long. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera or not. It's not in the driver's field of vision anywhere. It's not going to affect the drivability or the functionality of that windshield whatsoever. It's probably been there for years, folks. Now, if that really bothers you, I can get a replacement windshield put in for around $1,500. Just let your salesperson know and just add $1,500 to the price, and we're more than happy to put a new windshield in it. Me personally, folks, I've owned several motorhomes. I've owned them with a windshield with a crack in it. Doesn't hurt a thing. Like I said, I wouldn't even worry about that if it was me purchasing it, because now if it was on the driver's side, we'd replace it, but passenger side, folks, it's just not really worth replacing. But that's up to you. I know everybody's not as casual as I am about buying used RVs because they are used for a reason. But that's entirely your choice. You do have a power awning and a power door awning. Got the HWH Hydralic Leveling Jacks, the power step. Let's look inside. Now, the previous owners have taken some of the carpet out and put linoleum down, or vinyl flooring, however you want to say it, which looks good. It looks like hardwood. But They still left carpet in the vital areas. I'll show you that here. And the only way to replace that, folks, is to replace all the carpeting. So I'd have to take the original factory carpet out if you want that changed. Now, just let the salesperson know. We're going to leave that buyer's choice. If you want the linoleum, which I like, I did this to my coach. I like it because it's easy. You can take a Swiffer wet jet and a broom, and it's easy to keep clean. And you still have carpet in your cab area, your bedroom, and things like that. And in the slide out. Or I can replace all the carpet in here with new carpet. It's your choice. You'll just lose that vinyl flooring. Anyway, looks great. You know, this is one of their top end units. It was $173,000 new. That's back in 04 prices. That's not 2017 prices. Now, you couldn't even begin to touch one for what this thing cost new in 2004. They have gone up so much, folks. This same motorhome that was $173 back then is another $100,000 today. You're going to count on spending upwards to $300,000 for the equivalent of this coach in today's market in a new one. So this one right here with only 58,000 miles, folks, to save almost $115,000 is a bargain. This unit, like I said, it's got 58,000 miles. Let's take a seat here. You've got very comfortable captain's chairs. These are leather captain's chairs. Even the captain's chairs are built by Winnebago. Folks, Winnebago is one of the few brands that actually builds their own frames in-house. The frame, the metal, the aluminum and steel frame for this RV is built by Winnebago just for a 36G Winnebago Journey. It's not an aftermarket frame that's used in a Fleetwood and a Coachman and a Forest River and everybody else. They actually build their own frames in-house for that particular floor plan motorhome. So everything's going to fit better. It's going to have a better fit and finish. Going to ride better. There's nothing like a Winnebago, folks, on the market. Not in its class. 58,081 miles. Sony backup camera works great. Got the Trip driving computer. You've got some other nice features. It's got a 6-speed Allison transmission. It's an adaptive transmission that adjusts itself to your driving style. You've got power visors, drivers and passengers. You've got a privacy curtain that goes all the way around the windshield. You've got your defrost fans. Dash is perfect. No claw marks. You know, when somebody's had animals in an RV, it's really easy just besides the hair to see that. Because, especially cats, because they love to get on that dash. They love to pick on that vinyl padding. And you have little pinholes through the whole thing. You have none of that on this, folks. CD stereo. Got the exhaust brake. Auxiliary start. Got the air horn switch in here. All your goodies right here, folks. All your good stuff. HWH Hydralic Leveling Jacks and more. Both these seats swivel for party seating too, by the way. And the passenger side is a recliner. It does have that crowned fiberglass roof, so very, very, very little maintenance you have to do. You're talking 20 minutes a year versus about 5 or 6 hours for a rubber roof to do the proper maintenance. And a whole lot less in material too, because you don't have to put that rubber roof sealant all over this roof every year like you do with a rubber roof. You go up there with a tube of Proflex or some Dicor self-leveling sealant made for RVs. Go around your vents, go around your antenna, and anything else stuck to the roof. Check your plumbing caps. You're done. Takes me 20 minutes, folks. Nothing to it. Now this is the Winnebago's got a patent on this bed. This is a power queen size sleeper bed. This actually, believe it or not, folds all the way out, makes a 60 by 80 inch house size queen bed. And it is power, so it's very easy to operate. Your table booth makes a bed, so you can sleep up to 6 people in here. You got a little adjustable, you can move that recliner around. Got a fold up table. Corian countertops, got a filtered water dispenser, microwave convection oven, stove top, very, very little use showing on the cooking side of it anyway. It's got the grill to go. Well, once I adjust the... And what this grill to go is, once it's set up right, is I actually had to install this on my Winnebago because they didn't have this. What this is, well, if I can do this one-handed. What this is, it allows you to use the convection oven to grill. And here's the way I use mine. You know, you drive all day, you get set up at the campground. Last thing you want to do is try to fool with trying to grill, get a charcoal or a propane grill out, and you're too tired to go out to eat. You just want something quick and easy. Well, folks, you can keep you a bag of, this is what we do, we keep a bag of frozen chicken in the freezer, put a couple pieces on there, you don't even have to defrost them, and you can grill that chicken, put some seasoning on it, it tastes great. You can do it with a hamburger, fish, steak, vegetables. You've got 2 layers there that you can grill on, and it's so easy, you just wipe it out. It's so easy to clean. The drip tray comes right out, you rinse it out and wipe it off. So that's a very cool feature. I like that. Something you don't usually see in a lot of the motorhomes today. You got an 8 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator freezer. And to be a 13-year-old fridge, it's in actually very, very nice condition. It's already ice cold. And actually, let's see if I remember to bring my thermometer. And I did. And I show this to you so that you can see what I'm saying is the truth. 4 degrees in the freezer. Obviously that works. Now the fridge is actually already at operating temp too. And I've got it turned up all the way. So once you put food in here, you'll probably want to turn it down to 5 or 6. That's about where I run a Norcold at to keep everything from freezing in the fridge. You've got a couple of slide out pantries. You know, perfect for canned goods. Doesn't take up any space. You got 2 nice slide out pantries. Notice that you've got the upgrade fantastic vent fan instead of just the El Cheapo with the 5-inch blade. This is actually a very, very nice size. Let's see what kind of temperature. Air is blowing out 30s, 37, 36, 32. You've got any doubt of this thing keeping you cool, that should put that to rest. One thing that's nice about the Journey versus most other RVs is, and they've actually, Coleman builds this just for, or they did at the time this was built just for Winnebago products. It's a true air residential central heating and air conditioning system. Winnebago engineers figured out a long time ago, instead of having 2 separate units on your roof, catching wind, lowering fuel mileage, having to keep up with the service on 2 air units instead of 1, not to mention those pesky shrouds that they put around them on the roof. They get brittle and break every few years. You know, those are $200 or $300 a piece to have those replaced, and you will have to have them done every few years. Instead of doing all of that, what Winnebago engineers came up with, and they worked with Coleman on this, they came up with a basement unit air and electric heat pump, just real similar to what you have on your own home. So you actually have 1 unit to take care of. It's 25,000 BTU, which is more than enough to cool this thing comfortably. It's 40% more efficient and 10% quieter than rooftop units. And it also has the advantage of doubling as an electric heat pump. Since most RVs just have propane furnaces, this has still got a propane furnace, but it's also got an electric heat. So even if it's extremely cold, let's say you're in the wintertime up north, you can still run your gas heat instead of your electric if you need more heating power, because you've got almost a 40,000 BTU furnace in this motorhome, and that's not counting the heat pump. And the heat pump does good. Now, when you get below 0, that heat pump may keep you warm. You may have to turn the furnace on for a little bit. You know, the way a lot of people do it is they'll run the propane furnace till they get to the temperature they want to get it to inside, and then they let the heat pump maintain it for a long time. But you've got a nice shower, skylight looks good, brass fixtures, even got a hair dryer built in. They think of everything. Corian, matching Corian top to match the front. You've got a private water closet right here. This has got a porcelain upgrade toilet. Got another fantastic vent fan. Place for a washer and dryer combo unit. They didn't order this thing with a washer and dryer. Now I can install one of them, folks. They've gone up a little bit on price, which I found out the hard way. But you're probably looking around $2,000 if you want a washer and dryer installed. Just get with your salesperson if you want to add that to the price. Be honest with you, folks, my personal opinion of the washers and dryers are that they're junk. They're just another thing that you have to worry about winterizing, another thing you have to worry about leaking. I've seen washers and dryers do thousands of dollars in damage to an RV where people forget to winterize them and the lines freeze and bust and flood. I've seen, for something that in most RVs that you look at that have the washers and dryers, I've got 10 and 15-year-old motorhomes out here with washers and dryers in them that still have the plastic lining and the books and manuals in them where they never even been turned on. So unless you're going to be full-timing or living in your RV and using it once a week, it's not worth the trouble, folks. You can do a lot of clothes for what one of those things costs at a washateria. And keep in mind, a washer and dryer is only going to do a load of clothes about the size of a pair of shorts and 2 t-shirts at a time. They're 110 dryers. They take several hours to cool off. And because of the voltage that those dryers use, a lot of times for those several hours while you're waiting on your clothes to dry, you can't run your air and the dryer at the same time. And when it's 100 degrees outside, folks, you're going to want that air conditioner way more than you want dry clothes. So I can go do a load of 5 or 6 house load size of clothes at a laundromat, which most campgrounds have, in the time it takes that washer and dryer to do a pair of shorts and 2 t-shirts. But, like I said, if you're going to live in it, you're going to use it every day, you might be worth it to you. It's not worth it to me. In fact, mine had a washer and dryer when I purchased the one I own now, and the first thing I did was take it out, sell it on Craigslist, and use it for a closet, and never look back. You've got your closet here in the slide out in the bedroom, so that gives you a lot more storage. Queen Island walk around beds. You've got nightstands on each side, reading lamps, high intensity light. You've got a ceiling fan to help distribute the air, which is cold as this darn air conditioner is in this thing. I don't know why you'd want to redistribute the air, but you got it. Your lights are on a dimmer, in case you want to set the mood a little bit for whatever you decide to do in here. You've got a queen bed. This is a full 60 by 80 queen bed, house size queen, very comfortable mattress. Winnebago doesn't put a cheap mattress in their RVs, folks. So you can sleep up to 6. I've got the original window sticker. This is what this was in this coach when it was brand new. It shows the options, the upgrades, and of course you can pause this and blow it up if you want to. Just to hit the highlights, it's got a $9,400 upgrade for the 330 Cat. I think this originally had a 300. The paint was a $7,000 upgrade, the full body paint. The generator, because this thing's originally came with a propane generator, the diesel 7.5 diesel was $4,600. The rear monitor system was $1,200, and the electric awning package was an extra $1,750. This unit, as equipped, sold in 2004 for $173,108. That's not including dock fees, prep fees, tag and title fees, processing fees, acquisition fees, corporate fees, and all those other fees that dealers charge, which can amount to thousands of dollars on top of that price. Folks, put a pencil to this, 58,000 miles, and divide that into $115,000. Because that's what it cost the previous owners to drive this coach only 500 or only 58,000 miles. It cost them $115,000. But folks, that's why you're making the smart decision to buy used and looking at used RVs instead of new. Who wants to lose that kind of money, folks? This unit is a 2004. It also includes a 90-day nationwide limited warranty. It also includes a major systems check that will be completed by our RV technicians after purchase. And the reason why we don't check them out till we sell them, folks, because we have the largest selection of used RVs in a 500-mile radius. We've got over 170. And for us to check 170 units out, I would have to hire about 20 or 25 shop techs, RV techs. Those guys, I couldn't find that many if my life depended on it, and those guys aren't cheap. It's going to cost me thousands of dollars a unit to check them out, and to do it that way, plus have to shut down my sales department for a couple of weeks while we get caught up. What that does, it creates, in other words, I'm going to have a lot more money in overhead and cost in these RVs. And when I have higher overhead, that means I have to go up on my prices, and nobody benefits from that, folks. Because I'm going to tell you, look on these things. Look online at 2004 Journeys with the full body paint. See how many 36Gs you can find with low miles, with a warranty and inspection for under $60,000, especially in today's market with this extreme shortage of road-ready, used Class A diesels that's on the market today. That's why so many dealers don't have any used inventory, because inventory is half what it should be on the used RV market. So keep that in mind, folks. These things are in high demand, short supply. They go quickly. We sell 1 to 4 units every day we're open for business. We sell almost 600 units a year. You know, we've been doing this for 3 generations now, 49 years, family owned and operated. We don't play around, folks. The price is $59,900. That $59,900 includes the warranty, includes the inspection that will be completed after purchase. And we pretty much go over all the systems that's important to you as far as camping, which includes but not limited to the generator, the jacks, the slide system. We check all the outside compartment doors, make sure they function. We check the awnings. We come inside, we check the converters, we check the inverter. We check all the furniture, make sure it folds out into beds. We check all drawers, cabinets, check the air conditioner system, the heat pump, the furnace, the water heater. We check the microwave convection oven, the stove top, the fridge on gas and electric. We check all the major items, folks. We check all your plumbing system, make sure all your spigots and faucets work. We check all your propane system, make sure all those work and there's no leaks anywhere. And more. That just gives you a rough idea of what we check. So what I want you to do, folks, before you bid on eBay, before you bid or buy this unit on the 20 other different websites that I advertise on, I want you to call our non-commissioned sales department. Please call. It's quicker than emails. I don't use commission salespeople, so I can't afford to keep 30 or 40 salespeople like most lots my size have. I have 4. And 600 RVs between 4 salespeople, they don't have a lot of time to spend behind a computer, to say the least. Most of the time, they don't even have a chance to eat lunch. And that's why I always say call. Because you can say more and get more information in a 5-minute phone conversation than 30 minutes to an hour writing emails and texting. You get so much more information when you actually call and talk to somebody. And plus, it's a little more personable too. I know it's kind of old-fashioned, it's kind of fallen out of favor, but folks, it works. And I'm not going to say we don't answer our emails. We do answer our emails. Expect up to a 24-hour delay, because like I said, and sometimes it may even be up to 48-hour delay to answer emails, because like I said, my guys, they work a lot. They work appointments, they work sales calls, they work lot traffic. Email is something they just don't have time to answer much. And if I hire more non-commissioned salespeople, it's the same situation with the RV techs. If I hire more RV techs to check these things out before I sell them, my overhead goes up. Same way with my salespeople, folks. These guys get paid salary. They don't get paid commission. That way there's no pressure for you to buy because they get the same check every single week, whether you buy an RV from here or not. And, you know, I have to pay them guys a living too. So if I hire a bunch more of them, that means my prices will have to go up to just to pay for the extra expenses. So folks, you know, these guys are non-commissioned. Give them a call before you bid or buy this unit. What I want you to do is ask them to send you a list of what we check out and repair if needed for the price that you pay, and also for the current lead time on a Class 8 diesel checkout. You know, once these things are sold, they go into line in the back, or in queues, what we call it. They're checked out in the order that they're paid for in. So the sooner it's purchased, the sooner it gets checked out. I don't know how many's in front of it because I don't know when you're watching this video. So always call ahead. That way there's no surprises for us or you when you buy this RV. You know, folks, it's 600 units a year. We don't have time for trouble, drama, surprises, games, or gimmicks any more than you do. So give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5. Eastern time. Just because it's 6 o'clock where you live doesn't mean it's 6 o'clock here. And I know most of you know that, but you'd be surprised at people that don't understand how time zones work. More than you ever realize. But anyway, email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can send us emails. You can call us preferred. And keep in mind, this unit is on eBay and will be seen nationwide by thousands of people in the next 24 hours alone. Hundreds of people are going to watch this video in the next 24 hours. Thank you for watching. We can help you arrange financing and delivery.